pull this up so I can, well, see everybody better. So I hope everybody is well this evening. Um, this is me, Linda Carpenter of DivinelyLoved-Tarot. That's DivinelyLoved-Tarot.com if you wish to check out me or any of the other readers on the website and what we have to offer. This tonight's message, I actually have been meditating on throughout the day, and I had intended to go on earlier around lunchtime, like I normally do, and well, I had a window of time, and I was clearly told that, well, wasn't going to happen then. So here I am. I have asked, for whatever the message be to, whoever needs to hear it or resonate with, that I'm able to be that vessel for them to deliver it to you. The cards that have been selected this evening are the Syrian Star Seed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha. And I'm just going to put that there. Oh, there. And then the next deck, also, we got the Spirit Animal Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. This is the second night that, well, yeah, the second day I've actually been getting this deck has been, been speaking to me. And then the last selected one was The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions for Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. And this also had been selected as well. So we're going to just try to figure out how everything is going. And I'm going to go from there. I hope everybody has been having a lovely Tuesday. For some of us, the days tend to blend together. Start here. Ooh, excuse me. Right. Very specific. Okay. So we're going to start with the Syrian Starseed Tarot. I'm going to just go ahead and turn off my keyboard, and we're going to go ahead and just start to shuffle here. Whatever those messages are that need to be heard. And all the synchronicities that occur. I don't know if anybody else has felt a definite shift. I know we're out of retrograde, and especially if you're a Gemini like me, with Mercury being your planet. But it's different than that. There seems to be something a little bit more. Start this one. Okay. So the first card up for this evening is the Eight of Orbs. It's a very beautiful card. I need to kind of straighten that out for you. But it's also, kind of very humbling. Like, sometimes we can get so trapped in our roots. Sometimes, well, even in this, the woman is blindfolded, covered, but nothing underneath. With the orbs and the trees, but yet a beautiful creek or stream, clearing it along. Oh, I really need to figure out a way to somehow send off those alerts that keep coming up on my phone. That one just, well, gave me a little shock. I'm just double checking because this one, I know they all mean all these different. And for some reason, I am feeling the need to write. So please bear with me. Sorry about this, but I am asked to be very specific. Sometimes I kind of want to say no. We do so freely, I guess. I think in this one, as we sit in this, it's almost as, should I stay or should I go? If you want me, let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, I'm so sorry. I will not sing to you. But anyways, it's really about indecision. And almost in a lot of ways that, it's just that fear, not sure what to see, where to move, which direction. And it's really calling on blind faith, right? Because she's blindfolded. Um, because we only know what we know. Um, and then some of us willfully choose to step into the totally unknown because, well, we know there's so much more we don't know. And you have to have blind faith to do that. You really do. And I believe that's what is speaking to us here. It also might very well be, is it, you know, more of do we do something together or is it independent? Um, is a team required? I don't know. There's like all these different things. So then we're coming in and we come in into the three of crystals here, which are its equivalent obviously to pentacles. And there are these beautiful clear quartz points, and they're sitting, and it's coming in, and it's actually even saying, recognizing the Trinity here at the top, which I'm sorry I didn't point out, but you probably clearly saw, and the beauty of the hanging baskets and the flowers. And when we're coming to the Three of Crystals, the Three of Pentacles, if however you choose, but I kind of like crystals. Sometimes it's about development and it's about focus. And actually, it kind of answers really with the, asking really, do we go into it with the Eight of Orbs? Do we go into it alone or together as a team? And then here we're with this, with with the Trinity, and we've got the Three of Crystals, and it's really talking about really working, and developing and that focus. So it's definitely in that matter of the work field, as I was mentioning about it. And then it's also, well, there is three, right? But we shall see. We're going to continue. Okay. Yeah, we're going into a lot of card. Oh. So, anyways, I'm not, I don't know. I'm looking at it, and in here we're into the Six of Flames, right? Or we're in this one, it's the Six of Wands, very much obviously flames, the fire energy, and we're breathing into this. And as we're looking at this, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there's like the six different hands, each holding up the flames. And then there's like this, it's almost like the Olympic torch, really, right? And it's really lighting the whole mountaintop and the orbs all around it. And then we're so obviously we're clearly meant to do things together and share the victory. And when we do that, when we're looking at it, we see this it's very universal, galactic in a way. The stars, the so many stars. I mean, it almost looks like it doesn't look like it's the moon. There's too many. Anyways, reading too much into that card, so sorry. Oh, and then we come into, I'm going to read this one because even though it's very much a major arcana, um, the Syrian star seeds look at things sometimes slightly different, but the card in its image itself is so beautiful. And so we're looking at 20, right? And we're coming into this major arcana, and we're coming right in before we're at that full completion of ascension, that awakening. I must be boring the one person that is watching, and I apologize. So, but and I know I know that I've been actually speaking to a lot of people about this lately, on the power of forgiveness and how important forgiveness is in the process of healing. So, while this is a judgment card from the karma standpoint, is and even full from the star seeds, well, from others that believe maybe non-traditional religious beliefs, but either way, we don't the judgment is more for ourselves, that in we have to stand in the presence of our own actions, right? Um, we have to acknowledge what we've done or have not done, what we chose or chose not to do. It's not to acknowledge to anyone else. Um, it's, just for ourselves, right? And when it comes into the power of forgiveness, it's just releasing whatever energetic participation there was on your part. It's in no way admitting fault um or saying something didn't happen. It's nothing like that. It's just simply saying I choose to forgive so that I can let go of this, or acknowledge, what we have learned, and then from that aspect of it, go forward. And we don't need to be tethered onto something or someone or um, whatever, really, just by an emotion of hurt or pain or lack, anger, whatever it may be, into letting that go so that we can come and move forward. I do feel that I'm going to be pulling more cards for clarity on this. A few more cards in this deck. Top. All right. Hmm. The Seeker of Flames. This is really much at this point of it's almost in relation to like a prince or a knight, and we're like, okay, I'm here. I'm opening my heart. And like so like the flames or wands, which is very much associated with the spiritual realm, fast moving and action. And here we are, like, just saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to be part of this. Now I've gotten rid of all that and I'm ready. Light my torch. So still from this one. Stop, stop, one, three. Okay, so for 3 more cards from the top of this one. Oh, so now we're coming into our lovers, and well, I just love this one. So when we're looking, it's the and if you look at how all the colors, right? We're starting at like the base of the chakras, and then um and in this one, it is ascension, rising up, wrapped up by the spiritual world, almost like in this cosmic realm of like, I don't know, full support. And it's very passionate. I don't know, sense when I pulled the cards, the and set into them. But so I guess we start at the very beginning if we should be going at it alone. We're clearly not. We're starting the Trinity and then the celebration with and sharing that, and then the karma of letting go. And then we're into the seeker, and then we have our twin flame coming in. And it's so much so. And even though, lots of time, I mean, as the lovers, it's not necessarily to that extent, but this one is very much like I said, I feel part of it is the it's to help with the ascension. There's 2 more from this, and then, yeah, because 'cause you're right there, and then we come all the way back, right, to the star seed, so we start all over again. So this is this new journey, this new awakening coming in, and it's, yeah, so this I don't so we're clearly there with that, and I believe it was that, and I said it was 3 cards, so I don't know if it's 2 more. This one, top, 1 or 2. Is this the last one for this deck? Yes, so this is the last card for this tarot. So after the star seed, we come into the 7 of crystals with the 7 of pentacles. And it's funny because it comes right in and it's like, oh, we're on this new thing, and then it's like we're being we're being told, okay, we still have to be patient. And I think part of that is because, well, lots of times for things to happen, other things need to happen. And that may be why. I do believe that is all for the Starseed Tarot. I'm going to just double check here. Any more cards? Here. Third deck. Okay. It did have me specifically stack, and so now I'm going into the third. So I'm not finished with this deck. I said it might be long. And top one, three. Okay, so now we're coming into this after we've moved on. So maybe, and it says exactly the three cards. So we're moving in now. So we're very much in, still very much into the arcanas, but like we're moving really quickly in, of course, because now here we are going into the major arcana of 13. And we're, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And we're into this transition. And it's beautiful. The transition that occurs is, well, it's necessary. Oh, and I like this one. And then I have my last two cards. So the next card that came in was the Two of Crystals. And so, of course, we have this yin and yang coming out in the background. So, of course, we're shown this perfect balance, right? And we're just here. Um, it's the amethyst with agate. And then, of course, the clear quartz. And just in the meditation of it, so, the Two of Pentacles do ask us, it's really, but this one is clearly balanced. We're being fully balanced and accepting that energetic change that we need. So then we come in and then we're going right into our Eight of Crystals. So this is really very much about work and energy and working together and really a very powerful, powerful collective team. And then when we're into the Eight of Crystals, and it's almost, well, with each one, it's an opportunity to really appreciate. I don't know if you hear that. Appreciate the sorry, that's just the ding in the computer. I think it's telling me to move on. And so I'm going to do that. Eight of Crystals. And this is just really about really appreciating all the hard work that went into it and recognizing the accomplishments and actually, in the future accomplishments of it for the hard work done. Okay, so now I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm rushing. Is there anything else here? Any more in this deck? Move on to another deck. Yes. Okay. So to recap, in order as collected, first one, Eight of Orbs, indecision, really that frustration, maybe needing to be guided by blind faith. Then we came into, sorry, the Three of Crystals. We have this Trinity here, and we're really working and development and the focus, and it's, and it's not just so it's, it's body, mind, and spirit here. It's not just even with the two, but it's um or, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, how student, teacher, master. There's so many different trinities that you can choose from here, but that's what then we went into. And then we had the Six of Flames, because there's clearly we're sharing that celebration and going through it. But even after this point, we come back and we're going really back into judgment, into karma. But this is more about really recognizing ourselves for what we have done. And I don't foresee it, because in this picture, we're really, and even though, yes, it's karma, it's not, some of the tarot decks, the, judgment is like, and we know, we're all supposed to be coming from a place of non-judgment. And all that seems to be out in society today is judgment. But this is more of really, really acknowledging ourselves for who we truly are in the fully balanced way. And then we are into the Seeker of Flames at night. We are ready. We're going to be concentrating on all those details. We're going to be focusing on it. And then we have the Lovers that came in, and the Lovers came in, and we worked on this. I don't know if this one actually can be twin flame. It can be a lover for whoever's depending on that soulmate. It could be, but it is that person that's supposed to help help bring, well, whoever it's meant to that next level, very much into that next level where they need to go. And at that point, they and I yeah, so the student, teacher, master, and everything else, because then at that point, um, we start again, right? They're the star seed, we start at zero. We're at the beginning, and this is where we are. And then, of course, divine timing, which requires us to really be patient there. Um, and just we're working on these seven of crystals. And then we have it. But, it's, things still need to develop. And then, of course, we go into major arcana. We're going into a great transition here, going towards that light. And then when we're there, we're in that balance. So we're in here with the Two of Crystals, which again is, and it's about the change that's coming. But this is I mean, you can ask for a beautiful yin and yang in the background and the balance. And the quartz with the amethyst, it's very much, very much that connection with the Holy Trinity, with those. And then, of course, that last card, which was the Eight of Crystals, which is really stepping back to appreciate all of that hard work done, the internal, external, and everything else, and the details and the craftsmanship for who we choose to be as ourselves. So there we are with our Syrian starseed. Okay, moving on to what? Can't exactly tell you. Take that deep breath, because it's been very much kind of just, trust us, just go, 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 kind of with the day. And it's actually all turned out just this way. This one for next. Okay. We're going to go into the secret language of light. Hmm. Well, focus caught my attention. So maybe I should be focused, or we should see what comes up next. Just feel my coming out. Nice breeze gently sweeping in for me. Okay, so we're going to see where we're going here. So we're coming in, and well, the first card is 39, and it's variance. I wish I could. Well, I wonder if I can. Can I do that? No, you can't see it. Can I? Nope, that won't work. And it's about to fall. Okay, well, I was trying to. There we go. Show you variance. I I mean, if you can see the DNA chain, the spirals, the angel wings, the explosion of the lights, seeing the triangles very much opening up to the heart center. And then the images behind it. So 39. The differing perceptions of ego and soul. Today, you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts. And when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. So in this one, it's we just left the judgment, and it said that your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't feel quite right, take a breath and come back to your center. You will begin to feel better and inspired to navigate to your inner radar and ready to receive your soul's transmissions. So you're being asked to look beyond our point of view, um, to not believe everything we think, right? Um, and then also to be mindful of the thoughts that we choose to participate in. Are they a help or a hindrance in creating our dreams? Learn about culture or religion you know nothing about. Knowledge is power and removes fear. And I actually think that's rather important because we were well, when we were looking at the star seed decks, and of course we got judgment in that card, and we had the other things, but when we came to variance, well, now this is the first card for the language of light cards I've been asked, and then there's one other deck I'll be pulling from. I do believe I'm going to be pulling a few from here. Like I said, I was told it might take a little while. I'm not exactly sure why. It might be that it's going to be taking a while for those that need to be on, or it just may be that this is going to be a really long message. But we are, or whoever is resonating with this, or actually who's going to be listening to this, we are going through this new ascension, right? And we're going to be starting a new path. And it can be scary. And then there's that ding again, if you didn't hear it. And yeah, and then we have all this doubt sometimes. And, and then there's the judgment of others. And I want to say with this card, I want to say, at least for me, I think it's important for me not to allow the judgment of others to influence my thoughts. And because, well, let's face it, if you're in this line of work, not there's not a lot of people that might well, they like to have something to say about it. Having said that, there is that I said I felt was coming, and I did say at the very beginning it was way more than the retrograde. And so we are really coming into a point of, um, you know, si- significant growth and then moving on. So then going into the next, that's my puppy, one of my puppies. This one. This one. And so then the next card and it's so beautiful. I almost said serenity, but it is, so I'm actually just going to put it right in front of this one. And this one is sensitivity, but it's so beautiful. So we've got our angels and our guides all around us. And then it has the sacred geometry for the flower of life and this beautiful rose. And then just the beaming light. If you I don't know, to me, it's far brighter than the sun. At least that's what the sense I'm getting. And that one is 15. Go into 15. Heightened intuition and compassion. You're becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Hence the other card, don't always believe. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up to date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it is also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Do not let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solution and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are. And then we have that other ding. When I look at this and I also go back, because lots of times, being empathic or being that sensitive, it can be, well, it can be your greatest gift, or it can also be very overwhelming energetically. But it's whether or not we choose to go. This one, last card from this deck. So the last card from the Secret Language of Light is 27, and it's joy. And of course, we have the Star of David. I love 27. My birth date, my birthday is 27. Um, Many other things are on the 27, and it is joy. So discover what you love. I'm actually going to touch base because, like, the other card was sensitivity, which is really about accepting what your gifts are. But you know, you also get to choose what you want to do with those gifts or not want to do with those gifts. And so it's really about discovering of those that what makes you feel good or doesn't feel good. And it is, no matter what the situation, and even in this, and even when we're going through, um, well, as we're going to go through this other transition and this other changing, as we do that, we begin to really understand, well, what it is that brings us joy. And it's important because there are times where this work, it can be like so hard. Even when and it's that deep work on ourselves that is the hardest. That's why it's the most avoided. But it's also really, and it says that no matter what the difficult, you can really see joy in every situation. And that is so true. It is so unbelievably true. I mean, well, I think I've said it many, many times. It's all around. It's all within. It's there. It's there within us. Okay. So with the last deck, we're going to, and that's by process of elimination, the spirit, Colette Baron Reed, the spirit animal oracle. This will be the last one from this deck. Go in here. Go in here. Okay. All right. So the first one that comes up is the lizard spirit, which I love. Um, and it's dream dream the world into being. This is really just a beautiful card. Well, I love lizard energy and the lizard spirit, but it's really it taps into what we were just looking at. Mm, So sorry, my throat, and well, a little bit of a shift there. So it's just asking us to let ourselves go, let our imagination flow. Um, Inspiration is available now if you're willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. Might come into being if you were to pursue your dream. Give in to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was will begin to form. Are you dreaming up more nightmares than truth? You need to be doing the other. This one. Hmm. And then we go right into spider magic or spider spirit. And I love the spider spirit. It's making your dreams real. Um, oh, hey, Miss Chelsea. Um, Obviously, I wasn't responding, well, because I'm here, but I am certainly available too. So, but anyways, we're in here in this spider. So, if we just came from the lizard spirit, where we're imagining what it is that we're doing, um, so if we take that time to pause, then the dreams actually do become a reality if we're able to just really get into that. Oh my gosh. And I just love it. It's cow spirit. And I love cows. And it's the miracles are endless. So, I mean, we couldn't, I mean, receive a more magical message. And I believe this is almost the conclusion, if this is the last card. Is this the last card in the conclusion? Yes. Okay, so this is actually the last card for the reading, and we had been on, but we started out with the Syrian Starseed Tarot, and we know that we're on this shift. We're in a process of changing. We know that we're in this process of a new, really a whole new path, right? We're a new star seed in there. We start back at zero. And then when we went into the light languages and the lessons there, they were really all about really, looking into ourselves and allowing ourselves to forgive and move past all that judgment so that we can grow. So we're in this process so we can be there. And then now coming down to the final three cards is just asking us to pause, to meditate, to really, instead of rushing through, to really clearly lay it out because the miracles are going to happen. So take that time to really allow the imagination to go all over the place, right? And where would those paths go and how would they end up? And, always going in the direction of the joy. That's I mean challenging. And then we came right into this beautiful spider spirit and the spider magic. And I really have this, and now I'm very, very hot all of a sudden. Um, but this one is really, yes, okay. Okay, so, I'm sorry, that was my own little acknowledgement there. So making your dreams real. So it's like you go from here, and whatever it is that you choose to really lay out on, here comes this beautiful spider energy to help you make that a reality. And then we come into 15, which is cow spirit. And I'm going to go in and see what this has to say right here. So, the miracles are endless. You're at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow spirit nudges you to pay attention because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy, love, and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest. So be generous. Cow Spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. And this really goes back because even in the tarot cards, we had the Holy Trinity. Oh, and look, I've got Jen. Yay. Yes, you guys are all chiming in because you were busy chatting with one another, which I'm going to go back and read, which was so exciting. So this real cliff notes of a conclusion, and I will say, for those who have chimed in or listen or come back in later, um, so I meant to go on earlier today, like it says earlier in the video, if you choose to rewind and watch. And I was told no, I needed to wait until later. I mean, I was literally told to wait till when I went on. And I was told the Syrian starseed and then the light and this. And I do feel they beautifully laid out this process for us. I did say there is this shift, there is a very strong shift, and it's not related to that retrograde. It has to really relate to, all the hard work, right? Because that's why we got the Eight of Crystals, which is the eight, pentacles and all this other for the final card within the tarot. And then just all the beauty and looking for that joy, and then seeing this, and then I mean, the cow spirit, the miracles are endless. I mean, you can't ask for more abundance than that. So I don't even know um in any other way to say that there is going to be a shift. We are going to be selective with who we go through this. Major arcana, the Lover's card was chosen. There was ascension, there was judgment, there's so much going on and so quickly. It's like whoop, before, even though we did get the Seven of Crystals too, about that little bit of fishing. But the thing is it's because it was like we felt like almost like we were nowhere. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, the ideas can't stop coming in, and it's this and it's that, and we're all over the place. But why isn't this or that or whatever happening? And it's because, well, we still need to do that. And at the very end, it's also about just really calling into that living lizard spirit to really be paying attention to what we truly want to manifest. Because, really, lots of times I have told many people in my life, always we hear that be careful what you wish for. The grass isn't always greener, but also, um, lots of times fantasies are meant to be just fantasies. And so, and maybe some of you have experienced that as I have. But anyways, you're just like, nope, 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 not for me. Nope, fairy tale world. Anyways, that is where we're at. The miracles are endless. I am so relieved, because I was not provided any indication as to which direction this message was going to be coming tonight. And I'm so glad it came this way. So, as always, pure thoughts, loving words, compassionate heart, and I bow in gratitude until I see you or again, or I meet you, because some of you I am so excited to be seeing very soon at the Divinely Loved meet and greet, and how we all flourish. So this is this is a really amazing time. So love and light. Ciao for now.